as for Dr. Shailesh, who is also superintending as the DGP and CMD of Tamil Nadu Police Housing Corporation, I had the opportunity to work with him once as immediate senior when I was DIG SIT and Shailesh was SP Video Piracy Cell, and we were interacting on daily basis. But that period was very short, but I had more interaction with him at personal level. I've heard a lot about his work as Deputy Director Administration at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and tough assignments on law and order fronts in Tirunelveli city and as IGP South Zone later. His successful completion of these assignments amply demonstrate his capacity of critical thinking, planning and execution. Known commonly as field officer, Shailesh has always maintained dignity, humility and has been wedded to human values. As my neighbor in Taisa, he always managed to smile and always meant well for everyone. In this competitive world, managed to live without an enemy, which Shailesh has done, is an enormous task. Always full of life and ready to extend a helping hand, Shailesh will always be remembered as a very good human being and a very successful police officer. Dear Shailesh, as you step into retirement, we know that this is not an end, but the beginning of a new chapter. May this phase of life be filled with more peace, happiness and cherished moments with your family. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend heartfelt gratitude and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those heartfelt words and for the wonderful facilitation. Your address truly resonates with the spirit of this occasion.
தற்போது ஓய்வு பெறுகின்ற விழா நாயகர்களை கௌரவிக்கும் நிகழ்ச்சி. முதலில் மலர் கொத்து வழங்கல்.
As a token of love, as a token of immense respect, admiration and gratitude, the Director General of Police, Civil Defence and Home Guards will present a bouquet and memento to the Director General of Police, Tamil Nadu and Police Force.
தொடர்ந்து நினைவு பரிசு வழங்கல்.
Now I also request our esteemed
Sir, please write.
May I respectfully invite the Pramod Kumar IPS, DGP, Civil and Home Guards, to present a bouquet and memento to Shailesh Kumar Yadav IPS, sir, DGP, Tamil Nadu Police Housing Corporation. On behalf of everyone present here and the Tamil Nadu Police Force, we express our heartfelt appreciation and extend our best wishes. Thank you, sir.
The extraordinary contributions of a leader whose dedication has left a mark and that will be remembered forever. Now I request the man of the day, Shailesh Kumar Yadav IPS, Director General of Police, Tamil Nadu Police Housing Corporation, to deliver the farewell address. Please, sir.
பாப்பா தம்பி யார் பாது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ல கொஞ்சம் டவுன் பண்ணுமா ஹலோ என்ன கொஞ்சம் பின்ன ஹலோ கொஞ்சம் பேக் வாங்க சார் கொஞ்சம் பேக் வாங்க
Mrs. Shankar Jiwal madam, Mrs. Sunita Yadav, my wife, Director General of Police and the dais, retired DGPs, distinguished officers, esteemed guests, officer and men on parade, and friends from the press and media. Good evening, Vanakkam. Enga amma vandirukanga. A special namaste to my amma. As I stand before you today, at the conclusion of my service, I do so with a deep sense of gratitude and humility. I am proud to say that I came from a modest background. My early schooling took place under the shade of a tree in a private school. Yet through the grace of this democracy and the opportunity offered to me, by the government, I could rise to the post of Director General of Police. I began, as Arun has already described, began my career as Assistant Superintendent of Police from Tirunelveli district at the time of intense caste and communal unrest. It was a baptism by fire, but I handled it with resolve and never looked back. Over the year, I served as SP Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, Tuticorin and Erode districts. I later worked DIG Dindigul Range, then Commissioner of Police in Trichy and Madurai cities, and finally as Inspector General of Police South Zone, overseeing law and order in some of the most demanding environments. Along the way, I tried to innovate within the system. In Tuticorin and Erode district, I launched the Crime Stopper Control Mechanism, a platform to receive anonymous information from the public, which significantly improved police responsiveness. This initiative was appreciated by the government. In city policing, I adopted social media platforms like WhatsApp and Facebook as community policing tools in 2013. In Madurai, I introduced an SOS application to protect women and children in distress, an initiative that remains close to my heart. Many challenging situations came in my career, as Arun has already said some of it. Some of them being live agitation in Madurai in 2015, various law and order problems. But I will say about two situations. Jallikattu agitation in Madurai in 2017. What began a spontaneous protest soon grew into a mass movement involving men and women, children, all expressing deep cultural sentiment. Managing this situation required empathy, foresight, and strategic planning. With the full support of my officer, we ensured that the agitation was handled peacefully in Madurai. The Tuticorin incident of May 2018 was another deeply challenging law and order situation. While our actions were procedurally fair and later upheld by the CBI, NHRC and other organizations, the loss of 13 lives remain a lasting tragedy. Over 100 individuals were charge-sheeted by instigating and executing serious violence, but pain of those deaths still weighed heavily on me. I offer my heartfelt condolences to the family who lost their loved one. At the same time, I must commend the extraordinary courage and commitment of those officers and the personnel who were on the ground during that crisis. They faced grave threat, bore physical and emotional risk, and upheld their duty under extreme provocation. Many sustained injuries in the process. In volatile situation of Tuticorin and Jallikattu incident, I firmly believed in leading from the front, keeping the force motivated, focused, and procedurally fair. In a democracy, our actions are always subject to public and judicial scrutiny, and rightly so. Though that process of scrutiny was painful, it remains part of the profession we have chosen. I faced it with honesty and courage. Later, as ADGP Social Justice and Human Rights, I undertook a village-wise survey across the state to identify the root causes of caste-based atrocities due to lack of insufficient basic amenities. Based on these findings, the government began allocating funds for the infrastructure such as water taps, sanitation facilities, road, wire grounds for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, resolving long-standing sources of local tension. As ADGP Welfare, I facilitated compassionate appointment for 1,049 dependents of the deceased police personnel and the job to 1,054 of the family members of the police personnel through job fair, a small but meaningful way to support the police families. I continue to work with Neemhans, Bengaluru for mental health training for police personnel. With their support, we created 44 trained mental health counseling officers within the police force, each completing a diploma in psychological support and counseling. In my role as ADGP of Idle Wing CID, I had the rare opportunity to reconnect with my academic interest in archaeology. Investigating idol theft and smuggling cases helped me understanding complex international network in the heritage crime. I worked closely with agencies in the US, UK, Australia, Singapore, and successfully retrieved few stolen antiquities of immense cultural values. I had the honor to lead an Indian delegation to Singapore in the process of retrieval of smuggled artifacts. I also had the opportunity to serve the Government of India. As a regional passport officer in Ghaziabad, I conducted large-scale passport adalat across Uttar Pradesh, earned a commendation certificate from the Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh for ensuring timely issuance of the passport to thousands of the citizens. My tenure as Deputy Director Administration at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, gave me exposure to an entirely different kind of public service, managing one of the India's premier medical institution during a period of intense student-faculty unrest over certain issues. During that time, Honorable then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh underwent major surgery at AIIMS, and which drew a lot of attention of the people. In my final assignment with the Tamil Nadu Police Housing Corporation, I worked to expand our project beyond traditional police, prison, fire departments. Today, the corporation is executing infrastructure projects for 20 government departments, and credit goes to my engineers and team of the officers. I feel honored to work with Tamil Nadu Police, the most professional police of the country. Our fellow officers are efficient to handle new emerging trend of crime like cybercrime, financial fraud, organized trafficking of the drugs, crime driven by social media manipulation. I am confident that to stay ahead of the criminal, our police force will invest in digital skill, advanced training, data-driven intelligence, and additional manpower. On this emotional day, I express my gratitude to all those who supported me on this journey, especially my driver, PSO, and office staff who stood by me through every phase of my service, my family, especially my wife and children who bore the unseen stress of my busy schedule, transfers, and stood by my side in my journey. I also extend my sincere thanks to the citizen of Tamil Nadu, whose trust, cooperation, and affection gave me strength throughout my career. Thank you for giving me honor of serving this state. Jai Hind.
A man who remembers his past and passionate towards archaeology considers life as a blessing will have a place in future. This suits to our DGP, Tamil Nadu Police Housing Corporation. Thank you, sir. We are gathered here not only to bid a heartfelt farewell, but to celebrate the legacy of a leader who has given selfless dedication. I request the man of the technology, Shankar Jiwal, IPS, Director General of Police, Head of the Police Force, to deliver the farewell speech. Please, sir.
அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். Women, men, and officers on parade. The officers who have come here today, having served the Tamil Nadu Police and superannuated my seniors, my colleague who is retiring with today, Dr. Shailesh and Madam Sunita, all officers who are present here, the friends of media. Today I'm really honored to be here and been given this farewell parade in the function. I thank Honorable Chief Minister for having given me the opportunity to work in one of the largest metro city, the Chennai, as the Commissioner of Police, and then one of the most progressive states, most developed states of India, the Tamil Nadu, to lead the police force as DGP and HOPF. My heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister for that. I will fail in my duty if I do not thank each and every man and woman who have worked with me. Most important of them all, those who spend the maximum time actually not worrying about their own families, not caring about their own time or recreation. My dear drivers, the person who liaised for me, my PSOs who worked day and night and were always there. It's very difficult as in a waiting business. You don't know when the boss will call. So the unsung heroes, I thank them all. We stand here, not only me, but all the senior police officers, we stand here on the shoulders of our men and women. It is their day and night's hard work, their dedication, which amalgamates and results in what we call as our efforts and results. Whatever direction we may give, whatever technology may bring in, whatever we may say as our achievements are nothing but the fruits of your actions. I stand here humble and in gratitude for that. I would thank my dear friend Arun for having said very kind words to me, for me, my senior through Pramod Kumar, for having some appreciation of my work and all. The computers here, I think, who have, I think they have added something more than what they have done. But then I think it is the part of their job. The journey is long and pleasant. This is just one stop. So we will keep meeting. I look forward to be in your company, to have any assistance, and also seek assistance from you as and when required. Police, after all, is the only one department which has hierarchy, where people belong to. No other department has such bonhomie, such homogeneity as police department has. We grow with it, and in all sense we belong to it. So my thanks, and to say in pleasant sort of expression, we will meet at every corner here and again. Thank you so much. Vanakkam.
A grateful heart has bestowed his achievements to the unsung heroes and proved to be a real hero. Thank you, sir.
தொடர்ந்து நன்றி உரையாற்றிட மதிப்புமிகு காவல்துறை தலைவர் மற்றும் பொறுப்பு காவல்துறை கூடுதல் இயக்குனர் ஆயுதப்படை அமைச்சர் அவர்களை மெத்த பணிவோடு வேண்டுகின்றோம்.
மேடையில் அமர்ந்துள்ள அனைத்து உயர் அதிகாரிகளுக்கும், ஓய்வு பெற இருக்கும் காவல்துறை இயக்குநர்களின் குடும்பத்தினருக்கும், ஓய்வு பெற்ற காவல் அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் நண்பர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என் உளம் கனிந்த மாலை வணக்கத்தினை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தமிழ்நாடு காவல்துறைக்கு தலைமை ஏற்று காவல்துறையின் நற்பெயருக்கும், உறுப்பினர்களின் நலனிற்கும், பொதுமக்களின் பாதுகாப்பிற்கும் அயராது உழைத்து அர்ப்பணிப்புடன் பணியாற்றிய திரு ஷங்கர் ஜிவால், இந்திய காவல்துறை தலைமை இயக்குனர், படைத்தலைவர் அவர்கள் இன்று பணி நிறைவு விழாவில் காவல் அணிவகுப்பு மரியாதையை ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு அனைவருக்கும் அறிவுரைகளையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் வழங்கியதற்கு தமிழ்நாடு காவல்துறையின் சார்பாக நன்றியையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். காவல்துறை தலைமை இயக்குனர் படைத்தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்த மேடம் டிஜிபி அவர்களுக்கும் தமிழக காவல்துறையின் சார்பாக எங்களது நன்றியையும் வணக்கத்தையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தென் மாவட்டங்களில் சட்டம் ஒழுங்கை சிறப்பான முறையில் கையாண்டு காவல்துறையின் பல்வேறு பிரிவுகளிலும் சிறப்பாக பணியாற்றி அழியாத தடம் பதித்து இவ்விழாவில் காவல் அணிவகுப்பு மரியாதையை ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு தனது காவல்துறை அனுபவங்களை பகிர்ந்து நமக்கு அறிவுரை வழங்கி அமர்ந்திருக்கும் திரு ஷைலேஷ் யாதவ், இந்திய காவல் பணி காவல்துறை இயக்குனர், தமிழ்நாடு காவலர் வீட்டு வசதி கழகம் அவர்களுக்கு தமிழக காவல்துறையின் சார்பாக நன்றியையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். காவல்துறை இயக்குனர், தமிழ்நாடு காவலர் வீட்டு வசதி கழகம் அவர்களுக்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்த மேடம் டிஜிபி அவர்களுக்கும் தமிழக காவல்துறையின் சார்பாக எங்களது நன்றியையும் வணக்கத்தையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த விழாவினை சிறப்பாக நடத்துவதற்கு உறுதுணையாகவும் பல்வேறு அறிவுரைகளையும் வழங்கி எங்களை வழிநடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கும் காவல்துறை இயக்குனர், நிர்வாகம் அவர்களுக்கும் எனது மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த விழா நல்ல முறையில் நடைபெற அனைத்து உதவிகளையும் வழங்கி சிறப்பாக நடத்துவதற்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்து எங்களை வழிநடத்திய சென்னை பெருநகர காவல் ஆணையர் அவர்களுக்கும் எனது உளமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். எங்களது அழைப்பை ஏற்று இந்த விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்த காவல்துறை இயக்குநர்கள், கூடுதல் காவல்துறை இயக்குநர்கள், காவல்துறை தலைவர்கள், ஓய்வு பெற்ற அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் சக நண்பர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். விழா மேடை மற்றும் ஒளி அமைத்து அனைத்து ஏற்பாடுகளையும் செய்து கொடுத்த தலைமை பொறியாளர், தமிழ்நாடு காவலர் வீட்டு வசதி கழகம் மற்றும் அவரது குழுவினருக்கும் எனது நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த விழாவில் சிறப்பாக அணிவகுப்பு மரியாதையை வழங்கிய அனைத்து அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் ஆளுநர்களுக்கும், வாத்திய குழுவிற்கும் மற்றும் இந்த விழாவினில் பங்கேற்று சிறப்பித்த அனைத்து காவல் அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் ஆளுநர்கள் அனைவருக்கும், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை நல்ல விதமாக மக்களுக்கு கொண்டு சேர்க்கும் பத்திரிகை மற்றும் ஊடக நண்பர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் தமிழ்நாடு காவல்துறையின் சார்பாக நன்றியையும் வணக்கத்தையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றியுரை வழங்க வாய்ப்பு அளித்தமைக்கு நன்றியை தெரிவித்து விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
மிக்க நன்றி அம்மா. அலங்கார அணிவிப்பினை நிறைவு செய்து அழைத்துச் செல்ல அனுமதி கோரி வருகின்றார் கவாத்து குழு தலைவர், துணைத் தலைவாய் திரு எஸ். அசோகன் அவர்கள்.
The parade commander Thiru S. Ashokan, Deputy Commandant, reports to Thiru Shankar Jiwal IPS and requesting orders to march of the parade.